Ahead 2023 general election, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, has sworn in members of the Election Petition Tribunal at the National Judicial Institute in Abuja. While performing the administration of oath of office on the members of the tribunal, the CJN urged the judicial officers not to treat their assignments with levity, warning that he will not tolerate any form of judicial recklessness. The exercise kicked off a 4-day capacity workshop for the justices and members of the tribunal that will end on Thursday. In order to forestall conflicting rulings by the tribunals, the appeal court compiled a case management system, which is a document that will serve as an additional guide. Those at the event include President of the Appeal Court, Justice Monica Dongba-Mensem, Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Mahmoud Yakubu, as well as justices of the Court of Appeal. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress has called on Nigerians to keep faith with the ruling party and renew their trust in it. Bola Tinubu spoke while receiving the leader of the House of Representatives, Alhassan Doguwa, who came to affirm his membership of APC and his support for the party's presidential candidate. Bola Tinubu says Nigeria will get the best in the next dispensation. The House leader on his part expressed commitment to the party's victory in the forthcoming elections.
How could I have been part of the team, the national team, that proudly established a party or proudly built a home or a house, where in the house we have a strong father who has taken care of the kids, who has taken care of the wives? All the wards in the kids have been in safe hands of our great leader, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then for God's sake, what amount of embarrassment, what amount of abuse, or what amount of undermining will push me out of this safe home? Mr. President, I told my people, no, this is not true. APC remains my party. APC remains my future. APC remains to be my destiny. It is my destiny because I have a man that I believe in.
I stand before you to promise you that prosperity is here. Happiness is here. Good health is here. Joy is here. Poverty is gone. Nigeria will reward you. We are determined as APC to work together to give Nigeria the best, and you get the best.
In the nation's capital, Yoruba community in the nation's capital affirms support for its kinsman, Bola Tinubu, in the forthcoming general election. The social-cultural group made the declaration at the investiture of newly elected officials and special prayers for Nigeria ahead the 2023 elections. Senior correspondent Joke Adisa reports.
Culture at its best as the Yoruba-speaking community in Nigeria's seat of power gather to promote a common cause. Here, the official language is Yoruba, as speaker after speaker preaches unity between and among the people of the race. Newly elected officials for the community promise to further strengthen the bond among its members. Christian and Islamic prayers are offered for violent-free elections. The group says it is apolitical, but pledges unflinching support for one of its own in the race to Aso Rock.
In Yoruba language, it has always been said, that is to say, no matter how big the bottom of your daughter is, you cannot, but only try as much as you can to use the bead for the buttocks of your own daughter or child. So we all know where we are going.
Other notable Yoruba citizens underscore the place of prayers in the build-up to the 2023 polls.
Prayer for the nation is very crucial because we don't want violence, we don't want war, and we want a peaceful transition to the next administration.
As we are entering into the incoming election, one, I'll call on the Yoruba community in Abuja to unite with themselves and with all other tribes residing in Abuja. And for the election, they should make sure that everyone have his PVC, because it's when you have your PVC, you can be able to go and vote for a leader that you feel that will save this country.
The host community calls on other ethnic groups to take a cue from the unity among the Yoruba in the FCT.
He is appealing to all the Christian community, the Muslims community, the traditional believers to come together, unite and pray for the nation, for progress and prosperity.
While it is not lending support to any of the political parties, the Yoruba community says it is going all out to ensure the victory of its kinsman, Bola Tinubu, in the presidential race, and calls on members not to sell their votes. Joke Edsa, TVC News, Abuja.
And the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, says he's confident that security challenges in the country will be a thing of the past if elected in 2023. Mr. Obi says he will take responsibility for the security challenges in Nigeria when he becomes the next president. The Labour Party candidate stated this on Sunday at a town hall meeting organized for presidential candidates in Abuja. Peter Obi, who was commenting on the security situation in the country, where he recalled the attack on the Kaduna-Abuja bound train, said the incident was as a result of intelligence failure. The former Anambra governor criticized the federal government for not doing enough to prevent the train attack. He added, quote, "I believe there was a failure of intelligence processing because before it happened, from information available, there were already reports of insecurity on the corridor, as well as previous attempts that were ignored," end quote. And still talking politics, the South, South and Southeast zones of the National Youth Council of Nigeria have commended Governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, for his laudable achievements in infrastructure development, youth and women empowerment in the state. The council, who addressed a joint press conference in Asaba, also praised the choice of the Governor, Okowa, as the vice presidential candidate of the PDP. Ikenamichi reports.
As the build-up to the 2023 general election in the country intensifies, more commendations are coming the way of PDP vice presidential candidates in the aspect of engagement of youths and infrastructure development. The leaders of the National Youth Council of Nigeria in the South, South and Southeast are not hiding their admiration for Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, who they say has demonstrated quality leadership.
As far as it's concerned, the governor has done well in the area of youth empowerment, women empowerment, and infrastructural development in the state. So we really commend him, and we also pray for him. Our duty also is to pray for our leader. We are not the youth that criticize leaders without any point. And our prayer always is for God to give us good leaders, leaders that will have the youth in mind.
What we've seen for the past few days, we've been in Delta State. It's a thing of a joy that there is relevant peace we've seen, and a lot of infrastructure we've also seen.
From our assessment, I must be proud to say that we are proud of the government. And the kind of infrastructures that we have assessed, we must say it's a man that believes in human being and also the development of young people.
They want youths to collect their permanent voter cards to be ready to cast their votes, as they call on the Independent National Electoral Commission to ensure a credible exercise.
What is important is for the youth. You can't desire for change with just a spoken word. The youth must ensure they get their PVC.
The youths are very much ready. They are very much ready this period. We want to call on INEC to maintain their promises of conducting a free and fair election.
Insecurity in the country, unemployment, poor road infrastructure, adverse situation posed by the flood on food security and the economy of the nation are part of the issues they want the federal government to quickly address. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Asaba.